Luckily, our delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need. So whether it's a few extra buns for the backyard barbecue or some miscellaneous munchies for movie night, we make it easy to get back to doing, well, whatever you are doing. Well, fresh for everyone.
Now through July 26th, you can earn 2 times the fuel points Thursdays through Sundays. Just download your digital coupon. Restrictions apply. Ralph, fresh for everyone.
Attention Southern California business owners. The insurance industry sold you business interruption insurance with a promise to protect you, not to deny your claim. Even as you reopen under strict guidelines and at partial capacity, months of government shutdown has created a huge financial hole. Remember, it's not too late to get paid for your business interruption claim. If your insurance company is giving you the runaround, the Wallace firm can get you the W. As the courts reopen, attorney Brad Wallace and his legal team are leading the fight to help hundreds of businesses. If your business has lost money due to COVID-19 restrictions, contact the Wallace firm to find out if they can help you too. Your insurance company may have written your policy, but they do not decide the law. No win, no fee. Call the Wallace firm now. 844-844-WINS. While you move your business forward, it's the Wallace firm's business to make your insurance pay. That's 844-844-WINS or visit WallaceWins.com.
Getting a great deal on a new Toyota is easy. Because right now, at the We Make It Easy sales event, you can get zero APR for 60 months on a new 2020 Camry, Camry Hybrid, or even the Prius Liftback. That's zero APR for 60 months on the best-selling car in America and on the most iconic hybrid of them all. Whichever you choose, it's a great deal on an exceptionally reliable and fuel-efficient new Toyota. Offers endless though, so hurry into Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event and drive home a bold new Camry, a powerful Camry Hybrid, or an ever-efficient Prius.
Not all customers will qualify. Limited term financing to Toyota Financial Services. 0% APR includes 60 monthly payments of $1,667 for $1,000 borrowed. For example, 10% down. Down payment varies with credit. See dealer for details. Must take delivery from model year 2020 new car dealers across by midnight August 3rd.
Advanced Hair Restorations now offering special financing, 253 hair graft stands, $250 off. Their groundbreaking treatment always exceeds CDC guidelines. The results are guaranteed. For your free video conference or in-person consultation, dial pound 250 and say Advanced Hair or visit advancedhair.com.
The news you need now more than ever from the People You Trust. Southern California's only 24-hour news and traffic station. KNX, KRTH, FMHD2, Los Angeles. KNX 1017 News Radio. Depend on us.
Coming up, top local story, another record number of new coronavirus infections in LA County.
The LA Garment Factory, that's the center of a major COVID outbreak, is accused of not doing enough to protect its workers.
CBS News now, 6 o'clock.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Dell Small Business.
I'm Pam Coulter in Washington. 4 states, including Texas and Florida, are reporting their biggest single-day death tolls of the coronavirus pandemic. Even though public health officials strongly recommend masks, Georgia's governor is suing Atlanta over its requirement to wear a mask in public. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom says it's the right thing to do.
I am not afraid of the city being sued, and I'll put our policies up against anyone any day of the week.
The numbers are heading in the wrong direction in Washington state. Once a leader in the virus battle, reporter Hannah Scott.
After averaging 200 to 300 new coronavirus cases a day for weeks, Washington state has seen that jump to an average of 700 new cases a day, the highest level since the pandemic started. That's now led the state to push pause on any counties moving to the next phase of reopening.
Disappointing that we haven't learned a lesson strong enough to be as strict as we need to be.
Governor Inslee's chief of staff, Steve Postman, says the pause on reopening may not be enough.
Likely we will see some new restrictions or rollbacks coming.
Hannah Scott for CBS News, Seattle.
The city of Oakland will pay more than $32 million to settle lawsuits filed over the ghost ship warehouse fire that killed 36 people. The city council authorized the payments to 32 families today. An explosive story in the Washington Post details allegations of sexual and verbal harassment involving the Washington Redskins. More from Steve Futterman.
The Washington Post story describes numerous allegations dating back to 2006 involving both sexual and verbal harassment. The team was aware of the investigation. 2 of those accused in the article, the club's scouting director and his top assistant, were fired earlier this week. And on Wednesday, the team's longtime broadcaster suddenly retired just hours after the newspaper raised questions about him.
The Supreme Court is allowing Florida to keep its law that requires people with felony convictions to pay any court fees before they can register to vote. Legal analyst Lori Levinson says the High Court's action could cause confusion in next month's primary. One of the big problems by what the Supreme Court has done here is that you have tens of thousands of people in Florida who actually register to vote. They think they have the right to vote. And when they show up, they will be able to vote. The pandemic is causing the job market to implode. CBS's Jill Schlesinger. There are currently 32 million Americans receiving unemployment benefits. 32 million. To put that in perspective, a year ago, there was just 1.6 million. Stocks down across the board today. The Dow was off 135 points. This is CBS News.
Refresh your business tech during Dell Technologies Cyber Savings Event with up to 50% off computers, servers, and more. Call 877-ASK-DELL for a Dell Technologies advisor. This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. I'm Mike Simpson.
And I'm Karen Adams. Our top local story at 6:03. There has been a record number of new coronavirus cases in LA County. The nearly 4,600 new infections eclipses the previous record set earlier this week. There's been 55 new deaths, and the total number is drawing close to 4,000. And there's growing concern about COVID-19 outbreaks at work sites across the county.
We're seeing outbreaks in all kinds of workplaces.
Dr. Munchu Davis, county's health officer, says garment factories and food processing and distribution facilities have been among the hardest hit.
These workplaces have several things in common. They're large employers with high numbers of low-wage workers, and they have workers who are spending long shifts together in close proximity and in indoor space.
Davis says Los Angeles apparel remains closed. The South LA garment factory was forced to shut down nearly 3 weeks ago after health inspectors reported flagrant violations of rules meant to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Close to 400 workers there have tested positive for COVID-19. 4 have died.
Businesses have a corporate footprint and moral and social responsibility to their employees to provide a safe work environment.
Davis says the health department is getting up to 3,000 complaints a week, and inspectors are working 7 days a week. Claudia Piscuta, KNX 1070 News Radio.
New startling details on the working conditions inside the downtown LA garment factory. The side's largest workplace outbreak of the virus. It's been investigated by the county union representing the garment workers in Los Angeles Apparel. Says employees began getting sick in early May. Some stopped showing up to work, but the company didn't communicate that the virus was spreading fast among workers in the factory, where social distancing was not practiced. LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis says it's disheartening the employees were not protected.
How the employer actually thought they were doing the right thing by setting up barriers and using cardboard to separate employees instead of the plexiglass, and perhaps not providing sufficient mask covering and distancing, or even break rooms that have distancing markers so that people knew what that meant.
Another concerning part of the community outbreak, many of the factory workers, they work in downtown LA, but they live in different cities, unknowingly spreading the virus. We're talking to the CEO of LA Apparel right now, vehemently denying that the company is not doing enough to protect the employees as they provide masks from day one. Says cardboard barriers were there as a reminder for people to keep their distance. He says there is video showing there was social distancing.
Coming up after traffic, Pasadena school officials make a decision about how students will learn this fall. It's 6:05.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Denise Fondo.
In Whittier on the 605, we've got a crash southbound side past Washington. 3-car crash, and it happened in the carpool lane. You do have some slow traffic on the southbound as you come up on that one. And we've got new trouble reported on the 91. This is on the eastbound side, and it is right at Pioneer. New trouble there. CHP is on the way. Looks like they've got a stalled car that is blocking the left lane, so we're going to see a break in traffic as soon as they can get there. We've got our reports on the 10 between Boyle Heights and West Covina and the Southern California Toyota dealers. Guys, Reed.
A little bit sluggish to the eastbound starting around the 710. Once you cross Rosemead Boulevard, though, it does pick up for you heading out through El Monte, but it is going to get sluggish again right around the 605, and it will stay heavy into West Covina. Out through about Azusa, problems on the 5 at the Leisure Park to Jam Cam with Brian.
So northbound side, right for Standing Way, big
legitimate school year next month with all students being taught remotely. The district did keep the option open for changes in the learning protocols, depending on information from health experts. We go live now to KNX 1070's Pete Demetrio.
School Superintendent Brian McDonald said he and the staff have been working nonstop since the end of the spring session to try to determine how education would happen in the fall. The decision to go to 100% remote learning was not easy.
Some families will have a difficult time in assisting their kids. Kids will have a difficult time continuing with their education.
Staff told the board they've taken steps to ensure better accountability that students are logging in to learn, and the parents will be able to interact with teachers frequently to get updates on their child's progress. The final vote was 4-0 with one abstention to begin online learning on August 17th, with an option to shift to hybrid learning, part online, part in-classroom teaching. They're given a green light by county health officials who are monitoring the COVID-19 infection figures. Reporting live, I'm Pete Demetrio, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Cases on the increase in Orange County, even though it's not a local health order. One supervisor is urging everybody mask up.
If you are unable to social distance, mask your nose and mouth. That message from the chair of the OC Board of Soups. It is an opinion not widely shared in Orange County. The county's interim health officer did release the latest coronavirus infection numbers.
207,904 cases, 11 deaths, 6 from skilled nursing facility, 5 from non-facility.
As for reopening schools, he says he's awaiting guidance from Governor Newsom, supposed to come out tomorrow. Does support an idea that maybe schools could start the new academic year outside.
Governor and our local official do agree to outdoor activity. That is actually a very good option.
When asked about ICU beds in Orange County, he says all good for now. Craig Fickner, KNX 1070 News Radio.
And as we just heard, the governor will provide new statewide guidance tomorrow for schools planning to reopen in the fall. And we have more on that. Governor Newsom has been criticized by some for not providing statewide rules for COVID and schools when they can or cannot reopen, or when they might have to close again if they do reopen. State School Superintendent Tony Thurman said today in a virtual town hall that the way California is set up, these kinds of health matters favor local decision-making. However,
I acknowledge that we need to provide more clarity from the state. There's no question of that.
he says the state health department has been working on it.
To have clarity around when you're entering into danger zone, and you might need to say, okay, let's start slowly, let's open distance learning, let's monitor, and be prepared to pivot into in-class instruction, or when conditions are okay.
One Democratic state senator recently posed the question, if indoor activity is bad, why allow any, especially indoor classrooms? We'll find out more from the governor tomorrow. You'll hear his briefing live at noon here on KNX and streaming at radio.com. Vicki Moore, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Different ways to listen. One of them, the radio.com app. You can get our podcasts there, like KNX In Depth and the Coronavirus Daily podcast. Also, working from home, ask your smart speaker to play KNX 1070.
And checking the bad drives again at 6:15. That's coming up in less than 4 minutes. It's 6:11.
Mike Simpson here for Cunning Dental. The great work that they do, saving smiles, rejuvenating them. They can bring yours back, because it's hard to have confidence with loose or missing teeth, right? It's always on your mind. If you don't like it, you don't need it. So Cunning is open to safely welcome back patients. Their permanent teeth procedure, it happens in just one day. Beautiful teeth look natural, no hassles with dentures, because we don't need any more hassles these days. Eat your favorite foods again, smile with confidence. They do this while you sleep, so it's really easy. You go in, a few hours later, you wake up, you're out the door, and you're smiling again. You can see the results at cunningdental.com. $1,500 gift voucher towards your treatments until July 31st. Call 855-2-CUNNING, 855-2-CUNNING, 855-2-CUNNING.
Mortgage rates are at historic lows, so if you have a mortgage, refinance it and forget it. You'll never have to worry about refinancing again. Network Capital Funding is offering the lowest 30-year fixed rate ever. 2.625 with a 2.64% APR. Incredible, with no origination fees or discount points. Network Capital has built a reputation for saving people time and money with our unique process that's fast, simple, and secure. Our 30-year fixed rate is 2.625 with a 2.64% APR. Incredible. These are historically low rates you may never see again. So refinance it and forget it. That's a 30-year fixed at 2.625 with a 2.64% APR. Call the experts at Network Capital Funding now. 800-500-1-HIT. 800-501-HIT as in home run. Call now and save big on your refi. 800-501-HIT. 800-500-1448. NMLS ID 11712. Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Licensed by the California Department of Business Oversight and the Financial Lenders Law. Number 603D787. An equal opportunity lender. Rates subject to change and credit approval. Call 800-501-HIT for more information.
Semper Solaris, local and veteran-owned. Solar panels made in America. Roofing with a 50-year Owens Corning Platinum Protection Warranty and battery storage with Tesla Powerwall. Heating and air conditioning with a lifetime warranty. All made in America. No supply chain issues. Semper Strong. Keep America working. Call now 844-334-1104 or visit sempersolaris.com. Some restrictions apply. Call see website for details. DSW number 978-152.
That's what sleeping with a CPAP sounds like. If you can't use CPAP, imagine pressing a button and it sounding like this. That's sleeping with Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with one click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you have sleep apnea, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire's right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
As you get back to business, small things can make a big difference. Like marking safe distances with floor tape and posting reminders to wash hands. As always, Grainger is here to help, offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, 24/7 support, safety recovery guides, and more. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Hey, Couch Surfers, we've got non-stop tunes to keep you rocking while you work. Oh, and Colleen, yes, you Colleen with a K. Your free trial of Movie Plus ends tomorrow, and your card may be charged. You want to continue or cancel?
So meet Eno, the Capital One assistant. Eno looks out for surprise charges, like when free trials expire, and helps if you need to fix them. Eno, another way Capital One is watching out for your money, you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Limitations apply.
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
614, I'm Mike Simpson.
And I'm Karen Adams. Coming up, Hermosa Beach is coming together to save its downtown from the economic losses of the pandemic. I'm Brian Payne. I'm Bloomberg's Mona Rivera. Positive news about retail sales may not last. That story is coming up in 5 minutes. For the second time in 2 days,